Yo, my name is Multiplier, and I've got a bit of a mixing / mastering tip for you, relatively newbies to the music production thing. And the basic idea is you can't just keep piling on infinitely many frequencies and keep turning them all up indefinitely. It's just going to stop working. And you may have found this yourself if you've got a cool bass sound and you're looking at like the spectrum analyzer and you're wanting the sub bass to go as loud as possible, but it's not quite matching the professional ones, and you're turning it up and you don't know why. There's a chance that you're ignoring this kind of tip, and it's because normally when people are doing this, there's too much mid bass or low mids frequencies going on in there, and it's not really obvious why you can't have a lot of bass, a lot of low mids, and a lot of mids and a lot of trebles. But if you look at the waveform, you'll see kind of what's going on, and you've got to fit your entire waveform type thing inside here, and all the frequency. And what the waveform actually is it's a superposition of all the different frequencies that are contributing to it. So it's kind of obvious if you look at this big bass bit, there's that big kind of wave pattern, which is the main fundamental note of the sub bass, and then there's that kind of furry bit, the kind of jagged bit, and they're the high frequencies that are in it as well, and they superpose with the big wave to get this cool kind of jaggedy effect. And you'll notice there isn't kind of an in-between level of waves. There's the big wave here and there's the little waves, and that's really common in bass sounds in dubstep and electro. You'll have a lot of sub bass or a lot of bass and then a lot of highs and not much middle, because if you have a lot of middle, then this wave here will start to get all messed up when you start to add other kind of waves, maybe twice as short on, and it all just kind of won't fit and it won't work. And you can either try and imagine it in this waveform type thing, or just remember it that you can't have really high bass, really high mids, really high tops. It just doesn't happen. So you need to kind of pick what you want and just get rid of everything else that you don't need. So for example, if you look at pretty much any dubstep track and look at the bass, it will look something like this. It will look like a kind of big spring, like an obvious fundamental bass note, and then it will have all these little jagged bits which are the high frequencies kind of superposed on top, and that gives it the actual character of the bass sound. But you'll notice that it doesn't have much mids at all. So if you're trying to make your bass sounds really loud and you're turning it up and it's not working, try getting rid of some mids or low mids or mid bass or something like that, and then it will all kind of work. I mean, this kind of theory has a whole bunch of metaphors. Like I heard one drum and bass guy say you can't keep pushing stuff into a drawer. You have to take stuff out to then put more stuff in. And another concept is like the no free lunch thing. But it's just kind of a basic idea. If you're finding that your mix isn't working, or you can't get it as loud as you want in certain places, like the fundamental frequencies, which is where it's normally important to get stuff loud, it's because there's too much going on. So take something out. And that's probably the key point. Take stuff out. And most importantly for bass sounds, which is what people tend to like a lot, take a lot of the mid or the low mids out, and that will make bass a bit better. And of course, if you get really stuck, just analyze one of your favorite tracks through either looking at the waveform and comparing that to your waveform, or looking at it through a spectrum analyzer, because that's what the pros do. There's a tip that Noisier told me, which was pretty cool. And yeah, just kind of analyze the songs you like, figure out what you like about them, because there's no real necessarily right way. But if you want to sound like a lot of other people and kind of have your tracks played by DJs like next to other tracks, you've got to sound a little bit similar, otherwise it won't really work. So kind of best to follow these general guidelines. Anyway, cool. It's just been a relatively little tip. I hope I've talked enough sense. Probably haven't, so just ask me in the comment section or on Twitter or anything if I haven't. And yeah, check me out, Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do a load of more of these tutorials because they're going down pretty well. and I've got a whole bunch of tracks coming out. So yeah, sweet. Have fun making music and things. And oh yeah, if you see those adverts, click them and buy stuff so I can get a very small amount of money, which will give me some kind of inflated opinion about my own self-worth or something. So yeah, sweet. Have fun on YouTube. And now go look at some videos of cats falling off skateboards or something. Yeah. Oh no, there's a cool video of a bear falling out of a tree on a trampoline, and then he like lands on the trampoline and then falls off. Go look at that, because that's a lot more important than my videos. Yeah, sweet.